How's it going, fam? In today's segment of Tuesday Seeds, we're going to continue our discussion on the importance of adopting a wealthy mindset. So please stay tuned. When we say adopting a wealthy mindset, it's really important to understand that people who build wealth look at money and they view money differently than the rest of us. They're looking through a different set of lenses. And really what wealth builders do is they view every dollar as a potential employee that they can put to work, and they view their job as being putting that money, that dollar, in position to earn more dollars for them. So probably I'm going to give you an example, real life example. Back in the day when I personally had no real plan for my money, I was, just another statistic out there, like I just shared. But I had a business partner who asked me to go half on a boat that looked just like the boat you see in the picture there. And at the time, it seemed like a good plan. I actually lived in Seattle, and I was surrounded by water, so it made all the sense in the world. At least at the time, it seemed like it did. But so without a second thought, went out and bought a boat. We went out and bought a boat together. And early on, I was excited. I got to see things that I never had seen before out on the water. But pretty soon, owning that boat got real awful because I not only had to pay for the boat payment that came month in and month out, but I also had a mortgage payment that came in every month. I had to put gas in it, and trust me, gas in a boat costs twice as much as a car. And if you break something on a boat, for any of you boat owners, you know that it costs 10 times as much to fix it. So, and you can only take it to the dealer, and you know what happens when you take something to a dealer, they're going to charge you. So, but the crazy thing was I could not understand why this was not bothering my business partner. And the fact that we were shelling out all this money. I later learned that what he did was he invested in a house, number one, appreciating assets. So, and in that house, he rented out, I think he had 6 or 7 bedrooms because he had a basement in there too. He rent every room out to his frat brothers. So at the end of the day, not only did that pay for his mortgage, but it also paid for the boat and a bunch of other leisurely things that he was doing. So I share this story with you to give you an example of how a wealthy-minded person thinks. Before he ever considered buying that boat, he first made sure that his money was working for him to pay for that boat. And he was smart enough to ask me to go half on it, so that even lightened his load a bit, versus me. I felt the pain all the way to selling that boat. But anyway, I wanted to give you that example because that really sets the tone for how we want you to start thinking moving forward. We want to have you start thinking, how can you grow your money? And if you want something, how can you make your money work